In the employer engagement team here at Leeds Beckett University, we spend a lot of time working very closely with businesses of all sectors and of all sizes. And what we've noticed in the last couple of years is a real increase in the interest of employers wanting to get our support in their diversity agenda, and particularly with attracting females into certain sectors and in particular into graduate roles for leadership and management roles. So we wanted to find a way of responding to that need and that demand from employers that we work with, and hence the Women in Leadership programme was born. We needed to rely heavily on external engagement to make it work. We wanted to put our students through a programme of activity that had real meaning and was employer-led essentially. And we were actually overwhelmed by the positive response that we had from businesses that we work with, but also through connections, businesses that we'd never worked with here at the university. And we had a really fantastic response. I think employers, businesses wanted to get a sense of giving back. They wanted to contribute to the next generation of female leaders. And for some it was a real way of addressing their specific diversity agenda with their graduate recruitment.
I've agreed to participate in this initiative because I do feel that I have a responsibility to put my voice out there and to be seen. So you can't be what you can't see.
I felt it was a really good time to really pay it forward. I think using my wealth of experience and knowledge to help others at a very early part of their career really encouraged me to get involved. And secondly, for my own development, I've actually learnt quite a lot from the students that I've met. Being involved in some of the earlier workshops has been fantastic. And I always leave with a bit of a spring in my step, feeling really passionate about this programme and my involvement.
As someone who has held a senior role myself and understands the specific pressures that women and young women go through, I think it's really important that my generation particularly act as mentors or coaches for the younger generations who are going to be aspiring to senior roles in the future. I think men for a long time have had the advantage of role models and fathers who might mentor or introduce them to friends, and I think women have been disadvantaged in that respect. And if we're really serious about increasing the number of women at senior levels and narrowing the gap, the number of women who sit on boards, then I think mentoring and coaching at a specifically quite a young age is really important, giving women the confidence to see that they too can be somebody who can have a senior job no matter what their background and no matter where they come from.
I'm hoping that this initiative will remove a feeling of isolation that they may have being a woman in their sector. And I'm hoping that the friendships they make in this network and in this initiative will carry them on when they leave the university and start their careers outside, so they have a great support network that they can rely on when they go through the journey, whatever they want to do.
I think the impact could be profound. Young women who are going to be given guidance by older women who have got significant industry experience is very helpful as they start their careers. I think it's bigger than that though. I think there is an issue of building confidence that we know women who go into industry, one of the big reasons why women don't take on senior jobs is a lack of self-belief and a lack of confidence. And I think if you are building confidence at a student age, that has a significant impact as they go into their 20s and aspire for senior roles.
So for me, this programme's been really inspiring both on a personal and a professional level. Through it, we've met some fantastic females doing amazing things in their area of industry expertise, and we've all learned and benefited from their openness, their experience and their wisdom. We've also met the most amazing group of students who've been through the programme and who I really believe have so much potential to go on to do great things in lots of different areas of the working world in the future.
It just resonated with me. I was sat on an evening and I was reading through my Leeds Beckett emails, which is very unusual. And I just saw the post come up, and I just, I wrote the application. To be honest, forgot about it, and then it came back that I was in, and it just gave me a massive boost straight away that I'd been successful.
So I decided to join this program because I consider myself quite of a shy person, and the main reason why I decided was because I wanted to gain confidence, which I got through the weeks of the programs.
Much more direction. The sort of having the mentorship with Pauline's been brilliant. We went for a little walk on the Chevin, and I was a little bit lost at that point. I'd just come to the end of my second year. Because of the Women in Leadership programme, I'd had a lot thrown at me, so I knew that different things were now important to me, what I thought originally should have been important. So now I was more confident to go for being valued and having a purpose, opposed to thinking that I needed to go for a big wage.
I've had a talk already with my mentor, and that will be very helpful for getting work experience in the future and just have that constant support from someone in the field, so couldn't be happier to have joined.
I think the programme has really made me open my eyes to the life outside of university and the type of things you can be doing whilst you're at uni to benefit you when you leave, so that you're not just doing your uni work and not thinking about stuff. So even though you're busy, you can still look at what you can do to benefit yourself when you finish uni and you've just got this degree and you don't really know what to do with it.
I feel like now students leaving university, the degree alone is just not enough. And I've done like my leadership roles before, so I feel like this is a great way to actually enhance, my CV, enhance my opportunity for future jobs.
The feedback we've had from employers and the female leaders that we've worked with who've contributed to the programme has been phenomenal. I think purely from an enjoyment perspective, I think all the women have really enjoyed working closely with the students. I think they've felt that they've had a multitude of benefits which have included their own personal development, especially through the mentoring. That one-to-one with students has really benefited both parties, as good mentoring should do. But that sense of giving back, that sense of influencing the next generation of women leaders, we've had a real sense of that. So long may it continue. We hope to work with new businesses and existing businesses across the university on initiatives such as this in the future, and I look forward to monitoring the success of our students who've been through this first programme.
So I would encourage any Leeds Beckett student to consider applying for the programme in the future. We've started to grow this network, they'll be part of that, and they'll be part of shaping leadership, in my view, in the future.
There's plenty of evidence to show that women are still not numerous enough in the leadership of large organisations. In fact, if you look at the profile of large organisations, the further up the management chain you go, the fewer women you'll find. And yet girls succeed well at school, they're more numerous at universities than their male counterparts, which, as we know, suggests this is an issue of opportunity and not of capability. There's also research out there that suggests that those institutions that do include women on their senior leadership make better decisions, are potentially more profitable. And whilst the causality of that might be contested, actually doesn't it leave two key issues? First of all, why would any ambitious company want to reduce the talent around their top table by excluding 50% of the people pool? And why, if you've got women in your staff, amongst your community of workers, why would you not want that voice around your top table? And so this programme is part of that solution. It's working with young women to make sure that they hone their ambitions, their talents, and most importantly, their resilience, not just to find their first job, but to really fuel them through their careers. This is providing a talented, outstanding female leadership for the future.
Empowering,
Accessible,
Motivating,
Narrowing the gap,
Equality,
trailblazing,
future focused.
inspirational,
inspiring,
inspiring,
And really informative.
long overdue.